It is impossible to be perfect. No one is perfect, they say. But, beloved brothers and sisters, this is not true. You are spirit, and spirit has perfect peace. Spirit has perfect joy and perfect love. So spirit is perfect. Anything other than spirit is imperfect. Perfection is not just to say perfection is a possibility. No. Perfection is a reality. Perfection is a human right. You are already perfect, but it has been covered up. And you have to bring that perfection out again. Beloved brothers and sisters, perfection. Yes. Sometimes people say, it is impossible to be perfect. No one is perfect, they say. But, beloved brothers and sisters, this is not true. It depends on your definition of perfection. When there is perfect peace, perfect love, perfect joy, then there is perfection. This is the spiritual perfection. It is not any other definition. When these things are perfect, there is no room, there is no space for fear, anger, distress, anxiety, jealousy, all the things you know. These are the things which announce imperfection. When they are not there and they are replaced by perfect peace, perfect joy, perfect love, then there is perfection. And it is not just possible, but that is the reality. That is the only thing true. All the other things are untrue. You are spirit, and spirit has perfect peace. Spirit has perfect joy and perfect love. So spirit is perfect. Anything other than spirit is imperfect. Spirit has always been there, has always been peaceful, has always been loving, and has always been joyful. And this is eternal about the Spirit. The other things, they are just like as you are. Something goes on and you get a shadow. But the shadow is your shadow. And that shadow doesn't have a separate existence. That shadow depends on you being there. So all the other things apart from spirit, they are like shadows. Under some conditions, your shadow becomes very small. Under some conditions, your shadow becomes very big, very long. So the things of this world, which are shadows compared to spirit, sometimes they are very big. We see them like that. And sometimes they are like nothing. But ultimately, they are nothing. Shadow is nothing, actually. Nothing means not a thing. It has name, but it is nothing. Sometimes people say anything which has name exists. Some are illusions. They appear to exist, but they don't. Shadow appears to exist, but it doesn't exist. Yes, some things have names. In the local language, they talk about, they give a name to something. Kakai, for example. And they imagine it and tell the child, it's such a fearful being. Don't move in the night, it will catch you. It is called Kakai. And the child shakes when darkness comes and he's alone. He has to run away because Kakai. It has a name, but it doesn't exist. There are many things like that. We imagine them, give them names, and we live with it. They don't exist. The perfect is eternal. All other things other than perfect are not eternal. They're passing away. We hook on to those things and we know they are going away slowly. And by, they slip from our hands. The real you is spirit, and it hooks on to the shadow things. But the unfortunate thing is, sometimes we imagine it to be real. Real. As time goes on, it's slipping by, off. It doesn't exist. It's just seeming. It seems to, but it doesn't really exist. So perfection, it's not just to say perfection is a possibility. No, perfection is a reality. Yeah. So, you remember there was a scriptural statement. It says, "Be ye perfect, even as the Father is." In other words, you see yourself as a separate being, and because of that separation, you are experiencing imperfection. You are hooking on to passing away things which are imperfect, and yet you are perfect. So it's illusion, it's imagination, it's a dreaming state. When you awaken from it and see your perfection, then finally you can become totally detached from the passing away. And in this way, you become what people call God. Because it is only God who is eternal. And that side in you is eternal. It is only God who is perfect. And that side in you is perfect. So is God. So if you are told, be ye perfect, even as the Father is, what it means is simple. That part of the Father, that perfection, is observing and holding on to passing away thing. Just abandon it, pull from it, and realize, hey, you are not passing away. That thing is passing away, but you hook onto it, and it's taking you, and you start dreaming, is it taking me away? I'm going to die. Spirit doesn't die. God doesn't die. It's perfect. So perfection is a human right. You are already perfect, but it has been covered up. And you have to bring that perfection out again. I gave you this example some time ago about gold and dust. The gold stays together with the dust, but the greater gold is clear. You see it bright, very nice, you know how the gold looks like, bulky. But a portion of that gold associating with dust for long time. And then it begins to think, I am dust. The gold is the I, but what it says it is untrue. Dust is dust, and gold is gold. But here we are, we end up with gold dust. And when it is gold dust, it is difficult to call it gold. And it is difficult to call it dust. The only thing easy to call it is gold dust. It's a mixture. But then our duty to bring the perfection of the gold out is to refine the gold, detaching it from the dust. And it's a process. Beloved brothers and sisters, you go through a process to bring that perfection out. Very important. And you must seek that process. That is why it says, seek and you will find. What should you seek? Seek that which helps you to get refined so that you can show the perfection. You can be perfect, you are. Not that you can be. You are already perfect. Gold is already gold, but it's just a confusion. I would say gold dust. It seems to be in the same nature as dust, but it isn't. So this is the topic of perfection, and never say perfection is impossible. It is the only thing which is real. So it's more than possible because it is the reality. What is impossible is for the gold to become dust. I mean, that is to transform and now it is dust. No. It is gold all the time. Even when it seemed to be mixed with the dust, it is still inside, it is still gold. Pure. So this is the situation with the gold, the perfection. Beloved brothers and sisters, if you understand, it helps you to really approach the process of perfecting yourself. Yeah. That means coming back to realize your true identity. Anything you identify yourself with, that I am this, I am that is not you. Sometimes people ask, who are you? And what they want to hear, you may tell them. They want to hear, I'm so and so by name. I'm gold dust. Yeah. So if you give them the answer, I'm gold, they'll look at you. What do you mean? They want to hear you saying, I'm gold dust. Human being. You're a spirit. You're God. And when people say this, who have realized that sometimes those who are functioning as gold dust, they can't imagine it, so they say it's blaspheme. Saying you are God. And this is what happened some time ago, and they had to kill the person. You say you are God. Yeah, you are perfect. And that same person is telling you, be perfect. Beloved brothers and sisters. So, this is just to give you a little on the topic of perfection. Thank you.